My name is Ramirez, and today I am a full-time consultant working as a business analyst for a Fortune 5 company. I had been a full-time employee for nearly 20 years before I made the leap to become a consultant. When I was an employee, I think back to those days because it's been a while. I remember coming home and always carrying the stress of the work. And it's not that I'm separate from the company that I'm a client for, but there was always this stress of, am I doing enough? Am I good enough? Why did this person get a promotion and I didn't? What can I do better? What can I do more? And I was always doing as much as I could. I can't spend more than 60 or 70 hours at work and still have a family life. I was so caught up as a full-time employee about what's my next promotion, what's my title, that I didn't even, my mind never had an opportunity to go to that other side. What would happen if I just did really great work for somebody? I would just be rewarded. Wow, what a novel idea, that I didn't have to do all this extracurricular activity and try to hope I'm a great golfer if I'm not great at work so my VP would give me a promotion. As a consultant, if I had that service mindset, all I had to do was great work. Make you look good, and I'll be working as long as I want to. This is something that people have to understand about consulting. One of the things that is very different is, from an employee standpoint, when you get a job, you sign up all your W-4 forms, whatever, and within 3 weeks you get a paycheck. As a consultant, it takes a little longer, and you kind of got to be ready for that, but the paychecks tend to be a lot bigger. At times, it can take 30 or 40 days. You're going, oh my gosh, did I make the wrong decision? I'm not going to get paid. They're not going to pay me. I'm going to end up broke, and I'm going to have to go crawling back to my employer because I'm not getting paid. And sure enough, 40 days later, there's a check for $16,000. And the first month, it kind of builds up. You're like, okay, we've used up some money, but we're not doing so well yet. And the second month, there's another one for $15,000. And the next month, because we're working hourly, and the next one for $17,000, another one for $13,000. Next thing you know, by the end of the year, you've got $50,000 extra in your bank account. Consulting and with the coaches, they've really helped me take control of my own fate and help me understand that, yes, it's okay to have some of these fears, but we have remedies for these fears. And at times, a lot of your fears are unfounded. When I talked to my wife about this and we discussed potentially making this leap for me, we talked about the cost of insurance and oh, by the way, my rate will pay me almost $100,000 more than I was making before. So even if we had to pay $1,200 a month, that's really not that much compared to what I'd be making. And I'd still be making more by the time it was all said and done. It gives me so much freedom to go out and say, this is the amount of hours I'll be working, this is how much I'll be making, here's where I can put money aside for retirement. It was such an amazing feeling to know that the stack of income was doing this versus always just doing this. And I feel like so many people are always here. To me, work-life balance isn't that I spend 50% of the time with my family, 50% of the time with my work. To me, work-life balance is my work never makes me choose work over family. For me, consulting has never made me do that. It's always given me the opportunity to work when I can, when I want. Whether I'm working for a Fortune 5 company or doing things for other people, I will be a consultant for the rest of my life. I highly doubt that I will ever go back to being a full-time employee unless it's my own company. If you still have fear about becoming a consultant, I would say look at some of the happier people you know. Who do they work for? And you'll find most of the people who are the happiest work for themselves. And even though it sounds strange, well, I'm not my own business, really you are your own business. And you are just providing a service to these clients. The happiest people I know work for themselves. You can do this.